Hello everybody, I got into the Titanfall beta as you can see. I've been playing it for a bit and it is damn good. I have got to say Titanfall is one of the... People say it's going to be a COD killer and a Battlefield killer. I can see why they're saying that. It's a new way of doing shooters that I think is so badly needed in this saturated FPS market of modern warfare shooters. And the interesting things that this game does are makes this Titanfall very accessible to non-hardcore players. I'm not a true hardcore player. If you've seen me play Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 and things like that, you know I'm not hardcore. I like understanding the weapons and things like that, but I'm not a true hardcore player. With this game, there are things called grunts. It's a 6v6, which is 6 players versus 6 players versus 6 players, and there are things called grunts, spectres, and I don't know what the other one is, but they are just basically simple enemies that can be... I had to look at this, I was quite impressed, wondering what I was doing wrong, but grunts are basically small minions like you get in League of Legends, and so are spectres. Spectres are more deadly to Titans and to you as a pilot. Now, the AI isn't quite as good as it could be. I was completely failing at getting in the door. And it was strange that I didn't quite really realise that that happened. That was so dumb of me, but yeah, this was I'm quite proud of this bit because I was a little bit of a pest, so it's like, and even though I died, I sort of made myself a little bit of... He had to take his time away from engaging something else to engage me. So the parkour system for this game is brilliant. I think there has been no game really that has done a parkour system in combat that has been really worth it, but this has been worth it. The game has got the verticality and the superior parkour system to make this game work. And I really think it does. And the interesting things like the stealth element are very, very interesting. And I was using the auto pistol, which basically targets the enemy for you, and it makes taking down small to medium grunts easier. It can take down actual players. I love doing that, but strangely enough, it's on the wrong key for me. It just doesn't seem right to be on. Seems to be on the right key for melee. I just don't think it's the right key, but... And Titanfall is a really interesting game. I won't be getting it as soon as it comes out. It's too expensive for basically nothing much. I'm not going to pre-order. I have seen recently that the pre-order price, after about 4 to 5 weeks, goes down. After launch, it just goes, it skyrockets down almost. It happened with Battlefield, but I'm not sure. It might stay at a higher price for a longer time because it is a better game than Battlefield. It is a game changer. Now, it coming from God, the people who made Modern Warfare 2, which I found to be the worst Modern Warfare in the series, is quite a achievement, actually. I really think that they have surpassed all studios who've done Modern Warfare. Now, this is something I basically tried to understand. Why do people not go backwards in a firefight? And I wanted to practice just for a bit. I wasn't really in any danger, and I wasn't really helping the team, but yeah, I just wanted to practice. Here we go. I love that you can just chuck ammunition that they chuck at you back. It's very, very clever.
Hardpoint Charlie just went offline. All units, take Charlie back now.
Here we go. And I just completely rape faced with rockets and missiles. Being in the Titan is equally as good as being on foot. Now, that was something I thought was going to be hard for them to do, because being in the Titan is badass. But being on foot is also badass. It really is a good level of doing things. It really does work, and it surprised me so much. And the I'll call it the chuckback shield. Can't quite remember the name of it, but the chuckback shield is a really clever way of doing things. And here I go. I get level 7 and didn't really put the chuckback shield into the right sort of. And I really love Titanfall, and I will be playing it. There will be Titanfall on this channel. And I think if Call of Duty doesn't really do well next year, this year, or even next year, when we get back to Treyarch, I think Titanfall, which could become a good series. Now, I don't want it to become a yearly series, but I want expansion packs, and I want a night map. I really do, because I think doing battle in Titans at night would be badass. I don't know why, but the idea of it looks badass. And I personally feel that the game is well defined. There is no problem I had with this game. Well, that's not quite true. The only problem I had was with my graphics. I sort of had this weird setting where I sort of felt slightly sick, so I basically upped the FOV and slightly lowered the graphics a bit. I'm running on the PC, as you well know. I really think that this is a game that takes everything to the next level, and it basically, this is what Modern Warfare 4 was for the World War II genre in FPS. Basically, it's his death nail. Nobody's gonna touch Modern Warfare again. Things like modern combat shooters. Modern combat shooters are gonna be history, because frankly, everybody's a little bit sick of them. Since Black Ops, since Ghosts sucked, and Battlefield 4 was in a state, and I do mean a state, that I'm not even buying the DLC for. I'm sorry, frankly, I'm not made of money. And this is me just riding on a Titan for a while, just for and I just sort of skin around just to help, just to give her some rear support, and that's what you can do, riding a friendly Titan. That's the nuke that sometimes goes off. It's a good idea, but I have not got many kills with it.
Not like what I've seen down there. We'll take those hard points back.
Unfortunately, I do lose this match, but I never feel like in some games that I wasn't helping, even though if I didn't do very well. If I didn't do very well, I was still helping. I still got a Titan out there. I still got support from my team. Oh, one tip when you get Titanfall. Turn off all the team speak. People are just being dicks in it, and it's annoying because it's a damn good game. It really is, and guys, it's one of the best games that I have ever played, shooter-wise. And I hope this becomes a franchise, but I hope EA doesn't go through the Activision route of milking it to death like Activision did with Call of Duty. I hope EA are sensible enough to take their time with every single Titanfall game and still support the previous Titanfall games.
Proceed to nearest evac point for evacuation.
Yeah, this was a... And I was sort of... I couldn't really... The parkour system is good, but I didn't quite get the... The verticality of this game surprises some people, and that's quite interesting. It's like, whoa. Yeah, and I was trying to find a way up, and I couldn't really, and the ship left. Yeah, I was derping, so hey ho. If you can get yourself into the beta, I would. It's worth trying. I was thinking about leaving Titanfall in the dust. But I'm so glad that I thought that they brought this beta out, because it's a really good beta. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you actually first get burn cards, because I've leveled up to level 7, and this is when you first get burn cards. And you get this interesting note. It's really interesting. It sort of gives you an air of ambience. Which is incredibly strange that this world is gonna be more story driven than any modern warfare shooter. It's got this burn card system, which I think is really good. It's a neat way of doing things, because people will have the same burn cards, but they'll get them at different times. And I think the burn card system is a brilliant idea. It's a way of doing perks without really... If you don't win the match, you lose the burn card, which I think is a brilliant idea. You've got to be good. You've got to make sure that you're going to burn. You've got to make sure that you use that card at the right time. Thank you very much for watching me playing Titanfall Beta.